Another cold, frosty day ahead with crisp winter sunshine, but the outlook turns milder into the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
What's forward to summer, Laura? Are you loving a bit of winter news on the weather?
I'd like to know what Laura's crisp.
Organised. I have a Christmas calendar that's just all pictures of Charlotte, and I haven't even started writing my Christmas cards yet, so I'm going to add that to the list of things to do today. But, I mean, it has been so cold. I think we're all kind of used to it now, this cold, frosty weather. It does turn warmer into the weekend, but the cold has given us some rare treats. You've heard of pancakes, obviously, the ones we eat. These are ice pancakes. Touch them, they just completely break apart because they're so fragile, but a rare treat from this cold, wintry weather that will change, actually, because it's turning milder. Here's the details. But I think weather-wise for us, for now, for the rest of the working week at least, it's business as usual. It's wrapping up warmly for this cold weather. And yet again, we have warnings in force, but the outlook is largely dry. We had some snow showers across the southwest, so icy here this morning. Also a little icy for northern areas of Northern Ireland, the northeast of Scotland, northeastern areas of England. Also icy from those showers and still windy across Shetland, where we have all of the disruption with the power outages because of the secretion on the power lines of the ice. Now, we still have this divide. The warm is waiting, but the cold still holds on this northerly blast all week. But into the weekend, milder weather moves in. So if you're not enjoying the cold, this is welcome news. Today, 2 or 3 at best. You can add 10 degrees to that as we head through to Sunday. But for today, as it has been all week, cold, frosty, with some crisp winter sunshine. Just a few light snow showers across the far north and east, and that's where it could be very icy on untreated surfaces. Some mist and fog soon clears, and then a day of crisp winter sunshine. The thermometer might say 2 or 3, but it will feel more like freezing. So off he goes in search of snow. And actually, if you look at those mountains, that line of snow is the freezing level. And for us, it sits firmly on the ground. It is colder here than it is where Andy is at the moment. And that is because we still have this northerly blast of air, and it's still giving some disruption for the far north of Scotland, the Northern Isles and for the northeast. So we have some snow showers and ice. And where snow has fallen, it could be fairly icy underfoot still. Good morning to you. The weather continues as it has all week. Cold and frosty, but crisp winter sunshine today, and for many of us, it will be dry. Strongest winds, though, across the far north, the Northern Isles, where we had the ice secretion on the power lines, bringing them down. People still with it. Cold continues to be the theme with our forecast, not just today, for the rest of the working week. Changed by the weekend, but today, fine, dry, crisp winter sunshine. Actually, for many of us, it is dry with blue skies and a frosty start. Temperatures falling way below freezing, so a widespread frost first thing this morning. Fairly windy for the north of Scotland and the Northern Isles, where we still have the problems with power outages from ice on power lines. But most of us today looking largely dry. Some decent sunshine. Temperatures just a few degrees above freezing on the thermometer, but adding in the winds, it will feel sub-zero, and a frosty night again tonight. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. The weather this week continues as it has for the last few days. Cold and frosty, plenty of crisp winter sunshine, and actually, for many of us, it is looking dry. Windy, though, for the far north of Scotland, the Northern Isles, where we have power outages from ice secretion on power lines. That thankfully will ease in the next 24 hours. Snow showers for the far north of Scotland, a little icy here, but most other locations, after a cold, frosty start, widespread frost de-icing those windscreens. A good-looking day ahead. Crisp winter sunshine, largely dry, but another cold one, so make sure you yet again wrap up warm.